Alright, this is Camille's video, and we learned a couple new chords here. We learned, for one thing, we learned a D minor, which looks like kind of an F, but then we're going to take this third finger and put it on the right under our second finger in the second fret. So that sounds like that. Remember these E? Excellent, that's it, you got it. And that's the D minor. That's the first chord. It's also the key that the song's in. It's in the key of D minor. And the second chord is a C, easy peasy. Alright? And the first just goes back and forth between those two. So I'm going to kind of practice it like that at a slow tempo. So maybe you can practice it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 beats. Then C for 2 beats. One thing that people will see me doing when I play string instruments sometimes, especially strumming guitar and ukulele, this happens a lot. That last little strum, watch this, down, down, that last little strum up, you can actually take your fingers off and start to change chords during that up strum, and it sounds like this. Gives you a chance to change chords on the up. So if you slow that down, alright. The other thing we learned on this was a B flat chord, which is going to be barring the first, so the strings are 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And we're going to bar 1 and 2 at the first fret, and we're going to take our third finger and put it on the 4th string. Get that note, which is the same note as the first string, first fret. You can hear the same note. Should be anyway when it's in tune. And then we're going to leave that third string open, and that's called the add 9. But we're just going to let it go, and that way, if you wanted to put that second finger down, you could put it down right in the second fret on the 3rd string. So here it sounds with it down, and here's how it sounds with that second finger off. It's called a B flat add 9 for what it's worth. We'll just call it a B flat. And when it's in the song in the chorus, it goes like this. Starts on the D minor still, 2 beats, 2 beats on the C, then 2 beats on the B flat, then back to the C. So you see that it goes, no pun intended, so you see D minor, C, B flat, back to C, then D minor, then C, then B flat, then C. Alright, I'm going to do it a little bit slower. 1, 2. Another thing we talked about on this D minor, if you took that second finger off of that D minor, it looks a lot like an F, doesn't it? And it is an F chord on the ukulele, but if I put a D bass with it, it's a C note, and which is the 7, so that sometimes I'll call that D minor 7 with this. Alright, but so if you can't play the D minor, I want you to work on the D minor chord, and then as you practice it, if it makes it a little bit easier for you to keep it going, you could use the F chord for the D minor. Alright, so let's go again for them. I'm going to use the F chord for the D minor 7. Then the C. B flat, then the C. So that's the chorus. Now I'm going to do the up strum and switch my chords on the up strum like I just talked about. Alright, so that's somebody that I used to know, and that's what is entailed in playing the song. And I don't know if there's another part to it or not. We'll listen to it, but I think that's enough for this week. What do you think? Yeah. All right.